What's good, y'all, and welcome to my My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 3 review. Now, guys, before I begin this, let me tell you, guys, I'm actually sick right now. It's springtime, so allergy season. Even how am I getting allergies when I'm living in a fucking desert here in Ridgecrest, California? So yeah, that's a mistake. So if I sound different than I usually do, or I stop midway through my sentences, or you hear me swallowing a lot or whatever, that's why, because allergies. Oh, my nose is fucking bothering me like a motherfucker. Alright, but let's get this started. So in this episode of Boku no Hero Academia, we pretty much see the rest. We pretty much see where the last episode where crap, what was his name? Todoroki, where he froze up all those robots and then had them, have them be all balanced or give them more of an edge, to get more of a lead up when he's to make sure that no one's really that behind. And then we see two people coming out of the robots. The guy that can turn his head into rock. The guy that can turn his body into as hard as a rock, and the guy that can turn where his quirk is pretty much steel. Tetsu. Where his quirk is pretty much steel. They're very your quirk is the exact same as mine. How am I supposed to stand down? It's not my problem, copycat. Yeah. So yeah. And then after that, so after they get done with the robots dodging them, Deku has an encounter with one of them. He manages to dodge one of them. And then he finds this piece of armor off one of the robots. He keeps it for later, which we'll get to what he uses it for later on. And then we get to this tightrope bit where pretty much you got balance on a tightrope, pretty much, and then get to the other side. Where Sue pretty much just nails it like it's nothing for her. Well, she's a frog, so really got that hard. So yeah, so it's no problem for Sue. We get to see Uraraka, and then Ida. He's like, I cannot look foolish in front of my brother's probably watching, so I cannot look foolish. And then the announcer, forget his name, he's like, he looks completely foolish when he's running on the tightrope while he's using his quirk. He's going fast, and then while he's balancing on it. And then we actually get introduced to this other character, this girl. Well, pretty much, so you guys know that not all the guys that are part of the sports festival have quirks. There are also those guys that don't have quirks that are also part of it. Well, they actually get to since they don't have quirks, to keep it fair. They allow the school. UA allows them to pretty much bring gadgets and such, as long as they build them to keep it fair. So pretty much they have to turn to pretty much Batman or Iron Man to stand a chance, pretty much. So they're all pretty much mini Iron Man's and Batman. Pretty much, so she pretty much has this thing that pretty much looks like the looks like the ODM gear from Attack on Titan, the 3D maneuvering gear from Attack on Titan, or pretty much there's two grapple hooks. She launches one of them and then she just speeds through the course, and then that's how she gets through the course and bypass all the ropes she has to balance on. Okay, and then after that we get to the landmines. So and then pretty much where the whole area is pretty much just scattered landmine, but not enough. Well, they're not powerful enough to kill you or really damage you that much. Just enough to pretty much where you pretty much feel, and you'll feel you'll feel something, and they just bring up pink. It's pretty much like pink smoke. And so yeah. What was his name? Todoroki, no problem for him. Since he's already in the lead, he has no problem with it. Actually, Katsuki is actually just using his fire ability, so use the power of his fire, the force of it, to give him more momentum, and he's pretty much gliding through the whole thing, pretty much catching up. And then when he catches up, they're busy fighting, and everyone else trying to not hit the mines. And then Deku gets his idea. He thanks Katsuki for this, which I'm guessing pretty much he just takes a bunch of the landmines out with the shield, and then just launches them all at once, lands on them, and launches them to give him a huge enough to give him a good, nice bit of speed from the force of the explosion, giving him a nice bit of momentum where he manages to catch up to Todoroki and Katsuki. And after that, once he starts losing speed, Deku actually winds up using the shield again, he pretty much just lands on them, pushes them down. They activate 2 more mines, and that gives Deku enough speed to push through him, give him a decent enough speed, and then uses the momentum when he rolls over, keeps running, and then he wins the match. And of course, Deku's mom was crying like any anime character. Balls like every anime character. Yeah, and then Deku cries a little bit, and then Katsuki's like, "How damn you, Deku! How dare you beat me!" Blah blah blah. You know Katsuki. You cannot stand losing to Deku. And then Todoroki pretty much was like, "Meh, whatever." And then fucking, what was her name? Uraraka pretty much just like cried to Katsuki, and Ida's in the back just like, "I have failed." It just looks like he has I have failed. And then after that we get to see what the next challenge is going to be for the next episode, which is the cavalry, or pretty much a team of like 3 or 4, pretty much like pick up one of each other, and then they pretty much like run to like the pristine area. At least I think that's how it went. If I'm remembering it correctly. So yeah, so you get to that. So yeah, we get that right. Then we see the XD. So and then we see the point difference. Like each point, that's how important the person is. And if you eliminate him, you get that points. And since Deku came out number 1, he is worth 10 million points. And so pretty much everyone heard Deku's like, "Oh fuck, I'm screwed." And everyone just looks at him like they're out for blood. And I bet, so yeah, nobody wants to join Deku, but I bet you that Ida and Uraraka probably want to be on his team because they're close friends. I feel like with Uraraka's telekinesis and Ida's speed, I feel like they're probably if they are going to wind up a team, which I bet they are. That's how they'll probably wind up. So yeah, they'll probably wind up, and with those two, like with her telekinesis and speed, Deku will probably just be just fine. So yeah, guys, I would give this episode about a 9 out of 10. It was a really good episode. Hope you guys did the video. Also, guys, we also get to see the villain that was in season 1. You know, the guy with like the hand on his face. We also see him in this episode. He's pretty much watching the sports festival off the computer, so he's probably streaming this off of something. We get to see him. He's like, "Brad again." So maybe he'll wind up playing a part in this season 2. Maybe he'll, like, I don't know, come back for some revenge, maybe around the end of the sports festival. And after that, we also get to see the business class of the school, where pretty much since they have no real business there, they pretty much just sit there and pretty much like help around, sell food, and they're also like, "Well, Deku's stock shall go up by now." Not so much, because we have no idea what his quirk is. So pretty much like it's just discussing Deku, and they were introduced. They acted like a secret society that was hidden in the shadows. They're like, "Oh yes, he's very interesting. Yes, he'll be a great asset to our cause." Pretty much, they were introduced like kind of like that style, like those kind of characters would be introduced. So yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, and as always, subscribe for more. See ya.